Scribblenauts has been teaching the minds of young and old how to solve problems using only one thing at their disposal: their imagination. If you're not a sick-minded freak, Scribblenauts contains a large amount of nouns and adjectives in the English dictionary that can be brought to life using the magic notebook equipped by a young lad named Maxwell. Now, the most recent installment adds a new twist to the franchise by bringing in the legendary heroes and villains of the DC universe. And believe me, they didn't leave out anyone.
What makes a hero? Is it power? Is it speed? Is it facing your fear? Are heroes born out of a sense of duty? Can a hero be constructed? Or, as I have seen far too often, are they born out of tragedy? I've seen my share of heroes, young men and women who stand up for what's right, facing down impossible odds in the name of justice.
Maxwell and his twin sister Lily love comic books, and like most fanboys, they argue about who is the best superhero. The two siblings then decide to take Lily's magic globe into the DC universe to see who is right. When they warp to Gotham City, it is discovered that Maxwell's evil doppelganger has joined forces with the DC villains to steal the Starrights, which bring power to Lily's globe in order to rule all worlds. The story's iconic charm is at the beginning and end cutscenes, but falls flat in between with monotonous jokes and an uninteresting plot. To be fair, Scribblenauts' target audience is children, so I guess it's understandable. What makes these games shine is the extensive vocabulary that comes with Maxwell's notebook. Not only do they have a large inventory of nouns and adjectives, but they include a gargantuan number of DC lore. I've honestly never heard of Batman Inc. until I played this. The game has various locations from DC such as Gotham, Metropolis, Central City, and even Atlantis. Here, Maxwell can achieve reputation by helping the citizens with different and frankly random assignments. This will ensure he goes to different locations where he can unlock a story mission which will progress him throughout the game. Reputation can also be used to purchase DC costumes which will assist Maxwell. Early on, you will come across the evil Mr. Mixed, who will challenge you to endure certain levels with his own different twists. They may be simplistic, such as only using adjectives, or more crazy with everyone being headless or zombified. These will reward you with reputation bonuses. Honestly, the game sucks if you have a horrible imagination like me. I found myself using the same words multiple times, which lowered my reputation. Being a fan of action games, I used a gun or laser more often than not. Which reminds me of how horrible the hit detection is. I simply could not stand being surrounded by waves and waves of enemies that seem invincible. If you're a more creative person, then you might just enjoy Scribblenauts a whole lot more than I did. The primary issue I have with the game is I find myself looking at the Wii U gamepad more than I look at the TV. It becomes apparent that Scribblenauts has always been a game designed with a handheld in mind, and being that this game is also on the 3DS, it probably plays better there than on a console. Scribblenauts Unmasked isn't a bad game, but it is evident that it was mainly designed for a certain audience: children. Either that, or hardcore DC comic fans that are hopefully children. If you're looking for a title that is worthy of your Wii U library, you're going to want to look a little further than Scribblenauts Unmasked. Unless you have kids, then you might want to consider this a family-friendly alternative to your Batman or Superman-loving offspring. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to subscribe to Ferris Wheel Productions. Also be sure to check out my many social network accounts located on my channel. I'm Joey Ferris, and may your Ferris ever be wheeling.